The Anglican Church of Trinidad and Tobago, in celebration of its 150th anniversary, presents our daily scripture reflection.
Matthew chapter 24, verses 4 to 5. And Jesus answered them, Take heed that no one leads you astray. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and they will lead many astray. The word of the Lord.
Good morning. I am Father Carlisle Pemberton of the All Saints Anglican Parish, and I welcome you to our daily scripture reading as we celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Anglican Church in the Diocese of Trinidad and Tobago. Now one day, Jesus was coming out of the temple in Jerusalem with his disciples. The temple, which was completely rebuilt and refurbished during the reign of Herod the Great, in Jesus' time was made up of large edifices and facades or porticos. The Jews took great pride in it. It had taken 46 years to be rebuilt, and to the Jews, it was a symbol of their former greatness, and the greatness they believed was yet to come for their people. The temple was the focal point of the Jewish religion, and also the repository of the Holy Scriptures and other Jewish national literature. So the disciples were anxious to show off the temple buildings to Jesus. Yet, Jesus showed great disdain towards the temple. Instead of marveling at it, he said, Not one stone shall be left here upon another. Yes, Jesus predicted the utter destruction of the temple. And why did Jesus predict the utter destruction of the temple? This was because Jesus knew that this temple had become an obstruction to the holiness of the Jews. It would be destroyed to bring about the transformation that was necessary for God's people to become holy. And Jesus' prediction came true, because the rebellion of the Jews against Rome ended with the temple's destruction in 70 CE, Common Era, or 70 AD. But Jesus also cautioned his disciples that the destruction of the temple would not necessarily mean the end of the earth and the final return of the Messiah. Indeed, Jesus did not define any specific time for the end of the ages. He also cautioned his disciples that there will be many false prophets who will come along claiming to know when the world will come to an end, and that these false prophets will lead many people astray. And we know again in history that Jesus' prediction was accurate. Many sects and false prophets have come forward, claiming to know when the world will come to an end, and they have been shown to be great deceivers. Yet, their false predictions have not always dampened the popularity of some of these sects, as they continue to be very busy in their deceit. May God help us to heed the words of Jesus, so that when these false prophets come to us, that we may not be led astray. Instead, let us prepare ourselves for the return of the Messiah, whenever that time may be, by our discipleship in the Anglican Church, our constant watchfulness, and our constant awaiting of God's kingdom. The Lord be with you.
Brought to you by the Anglican Church of Trinidad and Tobago, celebrating its triple jubilee.